welcome back to ADHD Hobbies. In today's video, I'm going to be going over tips that help me build this thing in survival mode. The things we'll be going over, hopefully will help you streamline your build a little bit and help you solve some of those resource problems. But before we get there, as we all know, location, location, location. And the first location we're going to take a look at is the Brownie Boy bin, where I built my final base. It's a large area, unreachable by most bugs, nice big area to build. I really enjoyed it. And then there's the pond. It's central, has great locations. You can build on the lily pad, the pagoda, and have access to pretty much anywhere in the yard you want. I see a lot of people try to build around the tree. Not one of my favorite places. Too many spiders, so watch out for those if you go there. They can be a mess later game. If you're looking for something completely impenetrable, you'll have to wait till you get to the upper yard a little bit to this candy bottle. But you can build your base in here, and flying insects, bugs, nothing's going to get to you. You're going to be safe. The next part on this list is part nobody wants to talk about: item management. This is so crucial. You don't want to find yourself farming for things that you already have just because you don't know where you put them. So I've labeled things here. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible, break it down to things. Got my crafting stones, bugs tier 1, 2, and 3, crafting 1, 2, and 3. I have some other items that I have a lot more of: spiders, ants. So, you know, this really helps keep things organized and lets me know what I need to go get. The toolbox is the next item on my useful list. This thing has been a godsend and saved me so many times. Putting the items that you use the most when you're building your projects, keep them in the toolbox, and you can drag them around with you and build where you need to build without having to worry about changing things out in your inventory. It kept things so simple. It's a must. If you're building a big building, I highly recommend that. Moving right along, we're going to go out and start farming. First step to do that is to make sure your inventory is empty. While we're out farming, we want to bring back as much stuff as we can, so make sure you empty your inventory of all potions and unnecessary items. If you set up your inventory system like I just recently demonstrated, it can be simple. It's just a button push and you're done. So let's take the zip line though. This will lead us right into the next part: the importance of zip lines. This is my tower. I tried to keep it clean, 3 zip lines each. That way I didn't have to fight where I was going. I could get to where I wanted to fast and efficiently, and it saved me so much time running around the yard. Right now we're going to go to charcoal. Got it labeled. We're going to show up here at the charcoal. I designed it after the antlion hat. Enjoyed it. Made myself a little cantina here. Got my tables, got my chairs. But the point of this is to make my farming run easier. It looks fun, gives me a little bit of storage, some food and things, but it hides my armor up here. It's a quick change. I highly recommend having little armor posts like this around the map. You can run in here, change your armor, swap to the mutations that you need, and be on your way. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You don't have to worry about carrying around different armors. You don't have to do anything extra. Just build your little spot and then go hit some charcoal. I got a couple of things throughout this video where I have armor suits sitting around that demonstrate the importance of it and really how fast and efficient it makes your farm runs. It really streamlines everything. And when you're done getting your stuff, get your coal, you come back, you come up here and just jump 1, miss, jump 2. We're going to do number 3. Alright, swap it back out, got our mantis armor, and head on out. Bye-bye, little cantina. Where am I going to go? You know, let's do field station. Alright, got to the field station. Next on our list, we want to check feathers. Feathers, they're the tough ones. You never know exactly where they're going to be. Though they do have a few places around the yard that they do fall, like the bird bath around the canister right here. But I highly recommend always having them marked. They can be tricky to find, and having them marked on your map can be very useful. So we're going to get the first one here that we just marked. Save some of that zip line travel time. Magic of video editing. While we're here again, trying to fill up the inventory. The mite stuff is useful. It's get used for food. It gets used for a few different things, so you really can't go too bad having the mites. Heard one, there he is. Okay. Man, sometimes those guys hide. Let's get back to cracking our feather. Feathers are not all created equal. Feathers on land tend to give more feather pieces, 5 to 7 if I'm not mistaken. Feathers on the water, not so nice. 2, 3. Seems like I might have gotten some big numbers once in a while, but for the most part, I wouldn't expect anything more than 2. Right next where we were, though, since we're over here getting feathers and mites, let's patch it up. Let's get a gum run in. Gum's another resource that can be tough to get if you have a nice farm run down, which I'm hoping to demonstrate the usefulness throughout this video for you. It can be super easy. This bridge was built courtesy of one of the people that was playing with me. It magically showed one night, and it was one of the greatest things ever added to the world. Not only is it useful for getting the gum up here, run up here, grab it, be gone, it helps you get over all the infected stuff, the little crevices and canyons and cracks underneath this where all the bugs and things are. It makes it really easy to move underneath the porch here. Another easy tip, if you don't know it, is when you're using your shovel to farm things, if you use the block button immediately after you hit the item that you're trying to shovel, it shortens the length. It can be such a long animation, and it's so silly. But if you just literally just hit the block button right after you dig in, you'll cancel it out and be able to move right on to the next hit. Another thing, just save you a little bit more time, and hopefully make things a little bit easier. So I think that wraps it up for the gum here. Looking around, jump down where I want to go. Let's head back. Let's just go back and start the next farm run. I was going to go all the way back up to the main base and do a different farm run, but I think I'm going to drop down right here first, make a quick side trip, and grab some Brussels. I'm hungry. First, let's get that squared away. Alright, let's head on in here and go upstairs. And where's it at? There you are. Swimwear. Yeah. With flip-flops. Alright, got my little ramp here. And let's go. Take a look for the big fish. I ain't messing with that. I got my lanterns here. They help out. I highly recommend these things. Little spider. Surprised we didn't get to a fight. Okay. Drop right on in. And pop right on out. These grow, I think it's every 3 days. It might be every 5 days. Highly recommend these. The Brussels are what you need to make your beefy smoothies, and you will use them all the time. So if you can get a nice little farm run, again, that's what this video is about. Just efficient farm runs, getting what you need in one run so that you're not spending a lot of time farming and you're actually enjoying playing the game instead of constantly trying to find the items that you need. So once we get the Brussels, we can run out right here, and the ramp faces the door you need to leave so you don't get all backwards. Jump back in, get on back out. After some quick zip lining, we found our spot where we're going to farm next. It's time for some clay. The tree stump in the northeast corner of the yard is the absolute best place in the game. There is literally nothing else that even compares. You can come spend just a couple of minutes here real quick and leave with 300 clay. If you want a more in-depth video on that, see how I get around, get all my clay without having to fight anything, no wasp, no nothing, just the little fleas, just click the link below. It's a really easy run, and I'd love to take you through it. I do recommend having your shovel upgraded and using the block technique that I talked about, the gum. As soon as you hit it, hit the block button and it cancels it out, the animation, and lets you dig faster. Underwater, this is crucial. You have air you got to worry about. So yeah, you can make your way around here, grab your 300 clay, be gone. After we get that, we're going to head back inside and take a look at the inventory here, see what we've gotten through this video. Forgot my toolbox, got to bring it over here, it's kind of important. Some things go in it. Look at this, it's full. I got tons of clay, I got charcoal, I got feathers, acorns, gum, things that can tend to be a little tough. There's even some pine cone and ox beetles in there. Oh, look at that, I found a charm too. Ugh, got so many of those. Tired of them. But they're nice to get. So we're going to hit N on the computer, deposit everything. Good inventory, done. Look at that, empty. The few things here that's left, just go to places like the toolbox in the kitchen or the trash. After we got all that squared away, the next place we need is a production area. This is where you're going to make all your components for your big building, your big base or castle or whatever you want to call it. You're going to be able to grind tons of charcoal. You're going to be able to make tons of bricks, mushroom bricks. You'll be able to make all the web that you need and any other items that you need to mass produce. I highly recommend having it. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with us here at ADHD Hobbies today. If you appreciated the content, just hit like and subscribe. It goes so far. I've enjoyed making these videos and I can't wait to keep making more. Until next time, have a wonderful day.